G.A.M.E.R here, and welcome back to Gamers United Weekly. So, yeah, it's been a while since we did a news coverage thing. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I recently had a lot of events happen, and I've just been really busy. New job, bunch of other things. We're back with a bunch of gaming news to cover. I had to take some out because I didn't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to have to try and speed through all these while also giving them the time they deserve. But yeah, let me warn you, we have some big news, some exciting ones, some interesting ones. Let's get talking about them. As always, if you like the news, if you want to hear more, subscribe, leave a comment down below, like the video, that way I know you like me covering all the news. Let's get into it. Starting off, let's see, so I have all of them right here in front of me. Let's choose, which one shall we talk? Let's start off with a small little Nintendo stuff, and we'll work our way. I'll try and finish on the big stuff, you know. A new game was announced for Nintendo today, at the time of recording this, July 12th, 2022. Kirby, and what is it called? It's like Kirby's Dream Buffet. Kirby's Dream Buffet was announced today. And out of nowhere, just out of the blue, woke up this morning, Nintendo was like, boom, let's go. Actually, I'll do you guys a favor. I'll move that there, right? Boom! Kirby's and the Kirby's Dream Buffet was announced. I gotta say, I'm interested. All right, I'm interested. It is a Kirby game, so I am automatically going to be interested in it. My favorite part about it is I really love the look of the game. I think the visual style they went for is just adorable and great. Basically what it is, you just roll around as Kirby collecting like treats and stuff. You get bigger. It's like a race, kind of like Fall Guys. I think, you know, I think it has potential to be fun. That's as much as I'll go with it. To me, it just looks like another one of those Nintendo co-op spin-offs, to be honest. And I really hope they don't bare minimum Nintendo it, because, I mean, it does look cool. I think it's a pretty neat concept. I think for what we have seen, it looks fun. But it doesn't look anything extraordinary. But I will definitely be giving this one a try, as I do, like, every game ever. So, yeah. That's just that. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of Kirby's Dream Buffet, make sure you go check it out on YouTube. The trailer is out now. Yeah, it was a decent surprise. All right, I'll give it that. It was a decent surprise. Moving on with Nintendo, we have another sort of big thing to talk about, and that is that Bayonetta 3 has been rated. Usually what this means, this happens so often, so many times, almost for, I can't say every game, but like for majority of the games, when they get rated, a release date is soon revealed. Same, it happened with Elden Ring. It happened with Horizon Forbidden West. It happened with Ghostwire Tokyo. It happened with God of War Ragnarok. It happened with so many other games like Psychonauts 2. And it just happened with Bayonetta 3. Now, what this means is there could be, and this doesn't always come true, like, if you see something, say it's rated, first of all, it may not be true, it may not have gotten rated, and it doesn't mean it's always going to get a release date soon. But this is a really good indication that Bayonetta 3 could be receiving a release date really, really soon. And, you know, it could be announced at a Direct here soon. We honestly have no idea when the next Nintendo Direct is going to be. Original thought was June. It's kinda happened, right? It kinda happened. We had a Direct Mini at the end of June. Now we're thinking September, but now everyone's saying there's not going to be September. We really have no idea when the next Direct is. And the fact that Bayonetta 3 has just now been rated and we could be getting a release date is interesting. It makes me think we have a chance of seeing a Direct here soon, but at the same time, it could just be its own separate announcement, which seems weird. I feel like they would put it in a bigger, like, they would make it a bigger deal, because it is Bayonetta 3, a huge title. But yeah, something to think about, because it is really interesting that it got rated right after the Direct Mini when everyone thought it was going to be there, but it wasn't. And so yeah, very interested to see where this goes. I'll keep you guys posted if we get any more information on Bayonetta 3. A little game that I want to talk about here, it recently has been blowing up in popularity, by talk, by actual player count. It's booming right now, and that is Hypercharge Unboxed. Now, this is a little first-person shooter game that has been on PC since 2020, I do believe. It's basically, you're in a toy store or toy box. You basically play as action figures, and it's a first-person shooter. Larger-than-life environments, huge scale, tons of action, and I have to say, I've been looking at this game, and I am so down to play this. I am so ready to play this. Once it comes to Xbox, I am all up on it, man. The game looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. And it has been blowing up here recently, even though it's been out on PC since 2020. They announced it's coming to Xbox, and it has been blowing up. People are going in on buying it on Steam. It is now on the top sellers on Steam. I actually think, yeah, actually, it released on Early Access 2017, so it's been a while. It just looks really good. I'm glad it's getting the credit and attention it deserves. Can't wait for it to come to Xbox. I have a feeling it is going to be a massive hit amongst gamers worldwide. So definitely looking forward to seeing Hypercharge Unboxed on my TV when it does release on Xbox, because I cannot wait to play it. Moving on, let's see. What should we talk about next? Should we talk about... Let's talk about... Actually, on the topic of Xbox, they went ahead and confirmed that they will be at Gamescom this year, which is great. We've already heard Nintendo and PlayStation are skipping out on Gamescom, which is a bit of a downer, but you can always count on Xbox for pulling it in clutch for the fans. They have announced they will be at Gamescom this year, and they did also go on to say they will be focusing on announced games that release within the next 12 months. Just like their Xbox Bethesda Showcase. And what this means to me is this is where we see games like Ark 2's gameplay. I almost guarantee we're going to see Ark 2 gameplay at Gamescom. We're going to see other games that we haven't necessarily gotten gameplay for that are releasing within the next 12 months. I could see us getting an actual Hollow Knight release date. Hollow Knight Silksong does need a release date. I could see it happening here. Also, so many other things. I definitely just think this is where we could maybe see 2023 release dates, because we got a lot of, like, yeah, we're getting that game in 2022, or we're getting that game in 2023, but we don't have any actual release dates, plus we're also missing some gameplay for things. So I feel like this is kind of going to be a follow-up event rather than a, let's show a ton of new things. No, that's not what this event's going to be. I think it's just where we get a ton more information, and I am super down about that. So, yeah. Now we can move on to a Ubisoft topic, and that is that Skull and Bones. Yes, you probably never thought you'd hear that name again. Originally announced in 2017 to be a completely new game based on the Assassin's Creed Black Flag pirate battling, right? It got delayed a big time. We just heard about it again after 2017. And, we just got a gameplay overview, got a lot of developer interviews, and I have to say, kind of disappointed, but I still think there is a chance. There is a chance the game can be good. I'm not gonna come out here and say I'm excited for it, because I can't. I can't say I'm excited for it. But I haven't completely lost hope, and I'm not just giving up on the game. I'm waiting to see more, first of all. My big problem, one of my friends brought this up, there's no actual hand-to-hand combat, which is terrible. And to be honest, one of the big things that threw me off was actually the graphics. I'm not gonna lie. Graphics aren't usually that big of a throw-off for me. But when I looked, I was just kind of like, this looks like just... The graphics are so mid. They look like old Assassin's Creed graphics. It's like, you're supposed to be a 2022 next-gen game, bruh. I don't know. Look, I agree. graphics shouldn't be the only thing you judge on a game. There's way more to a game than just graphics. Games that have good graphics doesn't mean it's a good game. No, I'm not about that. But, like, visuals are still a big thing of games, and I just have to say the visuals were kind of just meh to me. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I do like a lot. I think the actual pirate ship battling looks great. How do you really mess that up, though? I think a lot of the customizations and the world building, like the actual RPG aspects of it, look great. But as far as, I don't know, I was just a little let down, a little underwhelmed with the game's re-reveal. But I do hope we see more on it, and I end up getting sold on it because I do want to give it a try. But I'm not ready to drop $70 to $60 to hope it's a good game. But yeah. Moving on, we have some bigger announcements. Let's go into a delay, and that is Forspoken has been delayed again. Yeah, I know. It originally got delayed from May to October of this year, but now it's been delayed from October to January of this year. You're probably thinking, why? Are they really having that many issues? No, Square Enix actually came out and said this was a strategical decision, which makes sense. The game would have released 2 weeks after a game that just got a release date that we're going to talk about here in a minute. And I agree. There are so many games coming out in October. Square Enix was like, we need to get our game out of there. It is going to drown. It is going to die immediately when it comes out because there are so many other games releasing in October and just that entire holiday season. Put it into 2023 early on in the year. January 24th is now what it's set to. My favorite number, 24. You gotta love it. And, yeah, I think this is a great decision. Am I bummed I'm gonna have to wait 3 more months to play the game? Yeah, I'm super bummed. This is one of my most anticipated games. But, number one, I think it does get more time to cook. That's always a good sign. Plus, I just think strategically, for its own success, I think it's the right decision to do here. And that is because, ladies and gentlemen, God of War Ragnarok has finally been given a release date. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please. November 9th, 2022, November 9th, Ragnarok is coming. And ladies and gentlemen, my excitement is through the roof. The cinematic trailer they released is actually so hype. I actually love it. It's not like long or anything, but yeah, it was, man, that's what's up. Now, this is actually what I bring to. Forspoken delayed their game for a strategic decision because of all the other releases, right? Smart. Square Enix is being smart. Ubisoft announced Skull and Bones, a game they've been cooking up since probably like 2016, 2015, announced back in 2017, delayed so much because they want this game to succeed. And what do they go ahead and do? Skull and Bones go ahead and announces their release date for November 8th of 2022. Skull and Bones, the pirate game we were just talking about, was given a release date of November 8th, 2022, right after God of War Ragnarok got announced for November 9th, 2022. Jay Wood brought up a good point. Does Ubisoft want Skull and Bones to fail? Because in no way, shape, or form is Skull and Bones going to even come close to competing with God of War Ragnarok. There is no way that is going to happen. Skull and Bones needs to get delayed. Plus, I just think it needs to get delayed because it's a little rough at the moment. Very interesting decision. But no, nonetheless, Ragnarok is coming, man. We have waited so long. I kind of wish it was in 2023, not gonna lie, because 2023 right now is looking... Wow. 2023 is looking like... It's as of right now, 2023 looks like the GOAT of all years of gaming. It will be gaming's greatest year of all time. This doesn't necessarily add to it, but What this does mean is that we are going to be getting some other games in 2023 from PlayStation, because you know they have to fill out their schedule. So what other games could we be getting in 2023? We know we're getting Spider-Man 2. That's about all we could really say we're getting in 2023. But nonetheless, Ragnarok got a release date finally. So excited. And finally, we have one more thing to talk about, and that was a massive, massive leak that happened today when I woke up. And now, I'm going to just say it because this is going to be crazy as soon as you hear it. I'm going to pop it up right here. Apparently, a leaker, apparently Bandai Namco got hacked or something. And yes, we are talking about Bandai Namco. And apparently, this huge leak reveals Bandai Namco's 2023 fiscal year schedule. Take this with a huge grain of salt. This could easily be fake, and there are multiple things that point in the fake direction, but there are also some things that you could really buy into. Ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert, if you don't want to be spoiled of anything, in case this is real, turn away from the video. Thank you for watching. But if you want to see, this is insane. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Bandai Namco, we got Armored Core and Dragon Ball Breakers releasing in Q1 of 2023 fiscal year. And I don't know what their fiscal year is. I don't know the time frame of Bandai Namco's fiscal year. I'm going to assume it's like June to June, or no, July to June, or it could be March to March. I don't know. But, yeah, so Armored Core and Dragon Ball Breakers, Q1. Q2, we have Little Nightmares 3, Dragon Ball FighterZ Super, and Digimon 2, I don't know how to pronounce that, Cyber Sleuth. Yeah, that's Q2. Q3, Elden Ring DLC, Barbarians for Badlands, or of the Badlands, which is, yeah, interesting name, for sure. Then you got Tales of Ascension, Tekken 8, Code Vein 2, One Punch Man. Oh, wait. Sorry. Tekken 8 was the end of Q3. Alright? And then Q4, Code Vein 2, One Punch Man, Fighter Resurrection, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Wow. I'll just let you know right now, if this is true, Bandai Namco be looking stacked. But there are multiple things that I would like to point out that I do think this could be very easily fake. Number one, they already said they weren't necessarily interested in doing another Little Nightmares. So the fact that we're getting a third one, interesting. There is no way they're calling Elden Ring's DLC Barbarians of the Badlands. That's just such a, I'll be honest, that's a bad name. That Tekken 8 logo was apparently a fan-made logo. Tales of Ascension, a new Tales game already. It's been less than 2 years, just a little more than a year since the last Tale games came out. And they already said the next Digimon game will not be in this Cyber Sleuth series. So there's a lot to point it, but then at the same time, a lot of it does actually make sense. Xenoverse 3 makes sense. One Punch Man fighter game makes sense. Code Vein 2 makes sense. Dragon Ball FighterZ Super makes sense. There's a lot that makes sense here. And Elden Ring DLC, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I'm fully expecting Elden Ring DLC. And I'm fully expecting Tekken 8, but I don't know about that logo, per se. There's a lot. Take this with a huge grain of salt. Huge grain of salt. If this is true, this is insane. If this is fake, which I feel it is, oh well. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, definitely leave a like in the comment section down below provided. And please subscribe. By the way, out of all those that were just announced, I would probably say my most anticipated would probably be Tekken 8. I do like me some Tekken. Next, I would probably go with either FighterZ Super Little Nightmares or the Elden Ring DLC, and then I would go with Tales. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm excited for a lot of it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. G.A.M.E.R out. Peace.